Hello everybody and welcome to the Throwback Gaming Lobby. Be sure to grab some popcorn, kick back and enjoy because the lobby is open and that means it's time for a brand new video. And this is going to be the very first Let's Play that we record on this channel, and it is a Let's Play of Gex Enter the Gecko. Now, this is of course a classic from the 90s, and it's by Crystal Dynamics, as you see. Like I always say, I don't own this game, of course. I don't own the rights to it. I only own my voice and my creative mind. So, this one is a classic, and I'm not going to watch all the cutscenes because I just don't. If you guys want me to watch the cutscenes, then I can, but I'm just not going to in this one. Of course, 1998, as you can see, it's 25 years ago, actually, ironically enough, so this is actually the perfect time to do this. So, let's go ahead and get started here. So, this is the, of course, intro to the game, and this is a game that a lot of people really wanted to see, like, more sequels to. I mean, this is actually the second of a trilogy of the Gex games, believe it or not. The original one was for, I believe it was the Sega Saturn, and then I think they did like a Game Boy Color one. I'd have to double check. But anywho, here we go, and let's go ahead and start. So, as you guys can see, I'm actually doing the PlayStation one, and the reason is because the PlayStation game has a lot more in terms of audio quality and like a lot of the gameplay, and I'll kind of explain that later, than the N64, and I believe the Game Boy Color version was a lot different. But we're going to start off with this level, the Smell Razor level. This is all based on like a Halloween or horror movie. So, a lot of these games, this game, as you see, a lot of these levels and a lot of the quotes and a lot of the levels have some sort of like meaning to some sort of real-life TV show or series or whatever the case.
Hi, I'm here for the real world interview.
This one is, I believe, just like I said, based on any kind of horror movie or horror show ever back in the day. Now, when you're doing this, of course, you want to make sure to always grab like a lot of these collectibles, because in this game it is really, really easy to have a lot of lives and stockpile them. But I'm going to try to do a 100% of this game. So, in order to do that, you want to get the collectibles. I think there's like 3 series of them. This is like the first tier, and every level has 3 different tiers of collectibles. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the first one, and the mission I'm doing is Survive the Haunted Mansion, so I'm going to start off with that. And you look around and of course you see a lot. Like I said, this is based on a horror game, so I'm just going to go ahead and not do the carpet and just go up here instead. And of course, if you tail whip those little question mark things, you can get some tips in the game, like it tells you can climb walls. So let's go ahead and just, oh, there's a little Frankenstein guy. I admit that I actually played the N64 version as a kid. That's the one that I had. I didn't have the PS1 version, which I'm not going to say that I regret it, because the overall like missions are the same, except I think there's more missions in the PlayStation 1 game than the PlayStation version, because, I'm sorry, the other way around, I'm sorry, the PlayStation one had more than the N64 one, and that's because the N64, the amount of memory they can put on the cartridges was a lot smaller back then. So the N64 had a lot less Gex quotes, had a few less levels, but it was only like I think a bunch of like less bonus levels, and as you'll see later, I'll tell you guys which levels were and were not in the game. Yeah, that's a little fun fact about this game, is that it was for both. And I believe that Gex 3 was the same thing. Less quotes, more levels, but I know for a fact that this one was. So, as you guys see, I'm trying to collect all of these collectibles here. There's a 1-up TV you want to get going down here. Try not to forget that. Get rid of that little ghost thing, and then as you guys just kind of venture on through the level, trying to grab these collectibles here because they do come in handy. And every time you clear a tier of these collectibles, as you guys probably noticed, then you will get a 1-up. So that's actually kind of cool. Nope, I'm gonna miss it. That's okay. It is easy to collect these all, and a lot of these, like earlier levels, you want to try and stockpile lives. So like smashing like blood coolers like that, you can get the lives. And definitely, I'm already at 8 lives. I've only done 1 level. I started off with 5, already gained 3. So definitely an easy way early on to get a lot of these lives. So let's go ahead and grab these masks here. I keep running around it and missing it. So the controls are simple, and overall, I believe this was, I want to say it was maybe Unity engine. I could be wrong what engine they used, but I mean the design is really simple because as you guys can see, a lot of these assets are really just you know, simple shapes and pretty simple size, and the controller's pretty cool for Gex. I'm not gonna lie, the only thing I have a bit of a critique on is the camera, because the camera can be a real pain, like in the later levels. Like right now it's not really a big deal, but as you progress, the camera can get really annoying. And you can change the preferences, by the way. Like in the pause menu, if you wanted to, you can change it to like manual or automatic, but you know, I guess this is probably the best of the situation right now, like just leaving it on this one. So, now if you get 50 of the 3rd tier of collectibles, which I'm about to do, get rid of that stupid thing right there. Oh, I tried to cheat, didn't work. Then you will get the reward remote, and in order to 100% the game, I definitely want to do that, which is really, it's not hard to do. It's just a lot of people just don't take the time to properly do it. So I'm going to go up here, and we're going to grab the last mask we need, and that's the reward remote. And I will show you guys the hidden remote. It's just not on this mission. Now, there's also a 1-up TV you want to get up here. Don't want to miss that. And with that being said, all you do, just jump in the TV, and there you go. That's all you have to do. So that's the first mission, and hopefully you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video. And if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, and with that, of course, have a great night, stay humble.